Breaking news this morning out of Mount Juliet, where firefighters were called back to the scene of a house fire after it rekindled early this morning.
News Channel 5's Alexandra Cohen was first on the scene this morning. Actually had to call 911 after you saw this thing fire back up. Alexandra, what's going on now?
Right now, they're still investigating, Steve. They've now put crime tape around this home, and they were actually putting out hot spots. As you can see, the wind has picked up here as that cold front Leland's talking about moved in. And I'm told by crews here that that has been an obstacle all morning. I arrived here around 4:20 to shoot video of the damage from an earlier fire and found the fire had rekindled at this home. It was fully engulfed. I called 911 and Wilson County firefighters came back to the 200 block of Vanderbilt Road to fight the fire a second time. Crews were called here originally around 11 for the house fire. They tell me it was extinguished around 1 this morning. The people inside were okay. They saw smoke and were able to get out, according to the captain here at scene. Crime tape was surrounding the home before it ignited again as well. A fire official tells me they were alerted from an official source that there may be meth inside the home, which is why they are looking into this fire as possibly being suspicious. Obviously, they are just beginning their investigation as the sun comes up. As soon as we get the official cause, we'll make sure we pass that information along. Reporting live near Mount Juliet, Alexandra Cohen, News Channel 5.
Thanks so much. More breaking news now. Hazmat teams were called in after a meth lab sparked the house fire in South Nashville. News Channel 5's Dan Kennedy's been on scene following up with investigators all morning long, and they were on scene for hours investigating this.
Yeah, it all started around midnight, Amy. They've since cleared the scene, but they're expected to be back out here a little later today as they work to get a search warrant to go inside this manufactured home where police say there is a small meth lab inside. It resulted in a fire this morning. This is what it looked like when police and fire first arrived on the scene just after midnight here at the Greystone complex just off Hill Avenue. And according to one neighbor, they heard a loud bang around midnight. That's when firefighters showed up and found a man inside one of these manufactured homes suffering from burns. One neighbor said he had burns to his face and his hands. He was taken to the hospital, looked to be in a lot of pain when he was loaded up onto the ambulance, but he is expected to be okay. Police say that he also admitted to manufacturing meth inside his manufactured home, and this morning charges are pending once he's released from the hospital. Again, he is expected to recover. Reporting live this morning, Dan Kennedy, News Channel 5.
All right, Dan, thanks so much. And we're learning more about a deadly crash in Dickson County. It happened last night on Highway 49 near Wolf Branch. THP says 2 cars were involved in that crash and 1 person was killed. The fatal team is handling that investigation right now. As soon as we learn more, we'll pass it along. Download the News Channel 5 app for updates. And happening now, police are investigating a deadly double shooting outside of an Antioch nightclub.
The gunman actually still out there on the run. They haven't caught that person yet. Investigators tell us it began early yesterday morning near the Island Vibes nightclub on Antioch Pike. Police say that Javier Pedroza Jr. and Juan Rodriguez were kicked out of that club after an altercation inside. As they left, we're told that someone in a small silver car drove up and killed both of them. If you have any idea who they are, call Crime Stopper 615-74-CRIME. A Wilson County man waking up in jail accused of murder in Smyrna. Police arresting David Oser yesterday. The 47-year-old being held on $1 million bond. Investigators believe that Oser killed James Whitehead at his home on 1 Mile Road in Smyrna on Friday afternoon. Officers believe the men knew each other. The motive, though, still not clear. Oser will be in court seeing a judge this morning.
Happening now, Murfreesboro police need your help tracking down a missing teenager. Investigators say 16-year-old Devin Bond went missing late Thursday night. We spoke with his family yesterday, and they say they're desperate to have him back.
We've been trying to have a big social media, friends sharing, family sharing, everybody. Just trying to get the word out, get his face out there so we can find him.
A detective says Devin may be armed with a handgun, but right now there's no evidence of foul play. His mom believes he ran away after having an argument with his girlfriend. If you see Devin, call Murfreesboro police. Steve?
Amy, it has now been 3 weeks since Elizabeth Thomas, 15 years of age, disappeared. And really, there's only been one credible sighting in Oklahoma City. This morning, the search for Elizabeth Thomas and 50-year-old Tad Cummins is still ongoing. Last night, family and friends held a second candlelight vigil in Columbia to pray for Elizabeth's safe return. She went missing after officials say her former high school teacher, Cummins, manipulated and then kidnapped her. The TBI releasing pictures of those two at that Walmart right there in Oklahoma City. This was only a couple of days, though, after they disappeared, so it's about 2.5 weeks old.
It is critical that the word go out as far as it can, because maybe Elizabeth is watching. Maybe Elizabeth can hear this broadcast and know that she is loved.
And this morning, another possible sighting in the state of Nebraska, but TBI is not confirming whether or not that is indeed them. The family attorney is telling us that Thomas confided with the sibling that her teacher, Mr. Cummins, convinced her that she had no future in college. Call 1-800-TBI-FIND if you see either one of those two. Amy?
Back here at home, a Donaldson woman escapes a house fire after waking up to the sound of shattering glass and the smell of smoke. According to firefighters, half of the house on J Drive was already engulfed in flames by the time they arrived. Early yesterday morning, the home is a total loss. A car was also damaged. Thankfully, no one was seriously hurt.